I really would like to sort of split the panel discussion into three areas. The first one is really just talking around some of the general IoT use cases within specific industries. The second area, talking around the adoption trends, particularly in India, what we're actually seeing, you know, what are some of the approaches that you're seeing organizations take. And then finally get into the implementation, where we can actually talk around, you know, what are some of the lessons that companies have actually learnt from going down this route.
What we see is that the technology is now increasingly there, and there are also many players around the whole business, and we have many interlinks between these players. Everybody is now doing first pilot projects, and we get very promising results. And this means that I'm expecting that after these pilot projects, we will have now a phase where the things will really explode, where everybody will make use of the technology that is available. Yeah, we are not yet there, so we are not yet in the trillion market, but we are very close to it. Yeah, and that is exactly the challenging and the great times that we have right now.
So the technology has to change, and you have multiple opportunities of how sensors come in. And as we move away from the clinical side into the remote monitoring side, like I think remote monitoring of infrastructure has changed the whole world, so also it'll happen there. So there's a huge opportunity up there. And one final number, what do you think is the global spend on diabetes on control across the world? It's like $550 billion. So those are numbers we're throwing out. The opportunity is there. It's for us to design the sensors. It's for us to design the analytics to figure out what is relevant, what is not data, what is not relevant, what is actionable, what is non-actionable. And I think that we need to improve our skills to do that. I've been looking for people who actually can write use cases for this. Very difficult to find.
At this point in time, honestly, I would not confuse people with IoT M2M because I know that technologists love to confuse people by definitions, but fact of matter, let's start with M2M. I guess that in India, definitely there's a traction around that.
We do have proprietary solutions, but then taking those proprietary solutions to a bigger economies of scale, making them affordable, making them considering what ARPU it will get at the cost of the capex which it will incur. So what they did is the ITSI along with Regional Standards Development Organization came together, and then they created a project called One M2M Partnership Project, just to take care of these fragmentations, just to address the standardization so that we can bring what we are doing when we talk about machine to machine from a standards point of view. We have a newly established Telecom Standard Development Society in India, which was launched last year in the month of November.
We have nano delivery mechanisms, for instance, delivery. We have even one thing which is like a stent, which is made from a nano material, which is a biodegradable one, which is now being actually used or tested by Biocon, who has come to us. We have developed it in-house like that. Even for the insulin delivery, we are looking at a continuous delivery which can be done. What he is thinking, what he is saying is that, okay, if I am eating 3 sweets, why can't I manually take it? We are working far ahead of that. We are essentially saying that it would actually take your biometric information, the information within your body, look at the insulin required at that point of time, and again deliver it at that point.
Things what we are already practicing. Basically, it requires further long-term utilization of the equipment, and also it has to be efficiently has to operate, and also it has to operate at the optimal levels.
IoT sort of adoption is currently episodic. It's by and large not transformational. What we've observed in our research process for the most part is that IoT implementations are tending to be focused more around efficiencies, productivity gains, rather than business model transformations. So there's a trucking company which has put mobile enabled sensors inside their diesel tanks.